Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to Raphaelsinsights. Welcome. I welcome you into the world of the esoteric, the divine, the beautiful, you guys. Welcome. If you're new to this beautiful channel, welcome to this beautiful channel. And if you're not new, well, welcome back, you guys. As always, you guys, before we go anywhere, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you guys always hit the thumbs up button. Even if you guys don't like the video, hit the thumbs up so maybe somebody else who needs the message, who needs the warning, who needs to hear something, or will like the messages, or appreciate the messages. If you like the video, it'll reach them and it'll help me grow, it'll help the channel grow, but it'll also help those videos reach certain people who need to hear certain stuff and will enjoy it. So I do appreciate everything, you guys. Thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you so much for following me. Thank you so much for believing in me. Thank you so much for everybody who asked for my opinion and everything, asked for my predictions and everything. And I'm trying to work as fast as I can to answer stuff and to be a little bit more professional. I did have an emergency that I had to leave for a little bit, and that's why it was unexpected, and that's why I've kind of been a little bit MIA till now. But definitely I am back, and what I do want to say is that I know the messages are a little bit charged, a little bit heavy, but we are living difficult times, and we definitely need to understand that it's not just because there's nothing. It's not because I focus on the negative, or it's not because that's all they tell me. It's because that's all that's happening. I mean, if we look at the news, if we could look at everything that's going on, that's all that's happening. So I am sorry for the messages being so charged, but the truth is very heavy right now. So thank you guys so much for everything. Let's get started with the predictions, and let's see what the universe has to say. The Chariot. Now the Chariot, I had already told you that this was going to be a very charged month, a very intense month. One, because when it is revealed to me, it's revealed to me as a war. I see angels, I see demons going at it with each other. Yes, the month 6, which was June, was the month of the devil because of the number. And the month 7 is the month of God, because it's the 7th number is always going to belong to God. The 6th number is always going to belong to the devil. But, and the way that things are being revealed, the way that things are that I'm seeing them, as I see it as a war. Everything's happening so intensely because there's a spiritual war going on. And it's hard to explain exactly what that means, aside from in a way that there is an actual war going on. But that's honestly the reason why we see such intense things, right? But the Chariot not only does it say that it's going to be a very political month, and it's going to continue to be very political, it also continues to show me plane crashes. It continues to show me catastrophes, raptures. It continues to show me accidents, dramatic accidents, right? But one of the main things that continues to be repeatedly shown is a plane that's going to fall with either multiple political people or one very important political person, whether it's a world leader or it's just a very well-known politician. But that still continues to be shown. With all this anger, hatred, and people are upset because of what's going on with Cuba and all this other stuff. Now with the situation with DACA, etc., with all that, when anger, when hate is so elevated, it causes accidents, it causes planes to fall. And yet again, planes are going to be falling. I still continue to see more plane crashes. Plane crashes where? In the United States, in Latin America, in Europe as well. It's not a coincidence that the churches are being burned. It's not a coincidence that they found a bunch of kids' bodies buried underneath the church. It's not a coincidence. It's not necessarily the church that's evil. It's humanity that lets the devil, the demons, manipulate their mind and allow the devil in. And the devil manipulates. A lot of times when there's mass shootings, it's a demon. A lot of times that there's catastrophes where murders and all this other crazy stuff, it's demons and devils inside that person's head. if I spoke to you with the actual 100% what exactly goes on in the world, people would probably look at me crazy. And the truth is, humanity lets in the dark at times, the evil, and it manipulates us. Now, what is the devil trying to do with causing all this chaos, with the church being burned, anger, manipulating that anger, that manipulating the mind of priests and churches and holy personnel? What is it trying to cause? The downfall of the church, the downfall of the belief that God, the divine, that good exists. The devil wants to win this war. And that's what's going on. Is there going to be more churches being burned? Yes. The most horrific thing is that the downfall of the church, the Catholic Church, the church itself, the downfall of the church is on its way. As intense as this sounds, there's going to be atentados, terror attacks towards the lives of holy personnel, from the Pope to priests to bishops and ranks. So one of the scariest things that I see is I do see the death of one of these very holy people. DACA. What's going to happen with DACA? A lot of people are scared. A lot of people are terrified that what Texas did is going to be the downfall of DACA. And I'll tell you right now, DACA is not going to be knocked down. There's going to be delays in it, but it's not going to be knocked down. It's funny because when I see, again, remember, there's a spiritual war. If you pay attention, something terrible happens, but something good happens in return. And it's that spiritual war. God, the angels are fighting to keep humanity hopeful, optimistic, believe in more than just chaos and hatred, anger, frustration. So what do I mean by that? One of the beautiful revelations and visions that I have is that DACA might be postponed, but there's something even better coming. And I say postponed because I do see that it's going to be reinstated, or there's going to be changes to it to make it quote unquote not illegal. But it's funny because the way that I see it, when God tells me the divine, the angels, the messengers of God, they say they took that, but look, we have a gift for all the immigrants. We have a gift. Something beautiful is coming. Immigration reform, something better, definitely, in the way that they tell me. But DACA isn't going to be resolved quick. There's going to be delays. There was one thing that when somebody asked me in one of the lives, am I going to get my DACA? Like, they were worried about their DACA. And I told them, I had the response that I gave them, because I still remember it, and it's crazy because I stayed thinking, like, why does it say there's going to be delays? I hadn't seen yet that there was going to be what happened with DACA. There's no way I can see every single event. I'm not going, I have my own life, right? But when that person asked me and I saw that, I was like, huh, why is there going to be delays? But I didn't have time to kind of sit down and figure it out and kind of meditate and try to ask them. I had an emergency that came up and I couldn't really focus on this stuff, but I see now clearly what it meant. I told you that there was going to be delays, but you were going to get it because of that. And the delay is what we see. DACA is illegal, but like I said, it's just a delay. DACA is not going to be knocked down. If anything, I see it coming back stronger, better changes, but it's not going to be terminated. Something better, something new, but definitely DACA staying. The sun tells me that the sun will shine again, that either something better than DACA is on its way, or that DACA is just going to get reinstated. There is a vision that is revealed to me. The death of politicians. Remember, this is going to be a very political month. I had already told you this. And the death of politicians is being revealed. The death of either just a well-known politician, or a politician, or it can be someone very powerful. It's not a coincidence that presidents keep getting removed. Dictators are being knocked down. It's not a coincidence. And when the death card is revealed, and the way that I see it, someone powerful again in the world is going to fall. Yes, there's death of politicians in the United States, because that's where I see it, and also in Latin America. Cuba, I do see the death of, I also, for Cuba, I do see the death of a very important politician, a very important, either a governor, politician, someone in politics. But, and you guys, with everything that's going on with Cuba, with everything that's going on with Cuba, is it going to get better? It is going to get better for you, Cuba. You are going to be able to knock down this dictator. You are going to be able to remove this dictator. It's going to take time. It's going to take about a year, maybe a little bit longer. It's going to take roughly around that time, but you are going to be able to remove this. I do see that the United States eventually is going to help Cuba, and I do see the dictator that is sitting in power in Cuba is either going to be either killed by an atentado, is taken out by a terror attack towards his life, resign, or removed. He's not going to last a long time, but definitely it's going to take time, Cuba. I'll be praying for you, Cuba. My prayers are with Cuba. The Delta variant, is that going to be the only thing is that going to be the strongest one? No. But what I will tell you is that when I see the Delta variant, I do see that either by August or September, it is going to be causing havoc around the world. But like I said, mainly those who are unvaccinated. Yes, it's going to get those, because a lot of people are telling me, but you know, there's a lot of people that are coming out that were vaccinated and are still getting sick. Of course, there's always going to be that out of so many people, not everyone can be as protected as everyone is. There's going to be moments where there's certain people that still catch it with the vaccine. It's only logical. But the ones that are going to be the most at risk, the ones that are going to be driving these numbers, the ones that are going to be passing away from it are mostly going to be unvaccinated. So yes, the Delta variant is going to be dominant, and it is going to be spreading worldwide. There are going to be delays, and like I said, we look like we're taking steps back, but we're not going to be like how COVID, when it first came out and there were so many deaths and everything. There's precautions that we got to take. It's only logical, you guys, but it's not going to be like when COVID first came out, that so many people are passing away in that sense. Like I said, there's definitely going to be more coups, más golpes de estados en Latinoamérica, en la comunidad Latina Hispana. The card of the Tower is going to continue to dominate the entire weather. On one part of the earth, everything's going to be burning. On the other part, everything is going to be drowning underwater. When they came to me and they said scorched earth and they showed me everything, I just saw water, floods, tsunamis, hurricanes on one side, and on the other side burning, catastrophe, sinkholes, earthquakes, volcanic eruption in that sense, but not necessarily just yet. I don't really see that just yet. I know that's more a little bit further on, but what they did say was scorchers, and they said scorched earth, and they said fires like never seen before. They need to be prepared. Tell them to have a plan. Tell them to know who they're going to go with if there's a strong earthquake, if there's a strong catastrophe. Tell them to have food and water. Have a plan, you guys. Prepare, be safe, and continue to take care of yourself, because the weather's not going to stop anytime soon. It's going to continue to bombard us. The sun is going to be unbearable. Has we seen the heat be as hot as it's going to be? No, the sun is going to be unbearable in the West Coast, and it's going to be unbearable. Like I said, places that used to be cold are going to be hot. It's going to be, and places that used to be hot are going to be even hotter. So definitely the sun's going to be still continue to be unbearable. We still haven't seen it be as hot as it's going to get. Fires are going to be like never seen before, because one thing they say is scorched earth, and they say on one side everything's going to be burning and the fires are going to be like never seen before. Hurricanes on the other side like never seen before, stronger than we've ever seen before. So we need to have our plans. We need to know what we're going to do, and we need to know where we're going to go. This is not a time to kind of just wait till it happens, because things are going to continue very chaotic. The weather's going to continue to torment us. One thing that they said is that nature is going to remind us to be humble. Nature is going to humble us because humanity has taken advantage of it. And nature is going to remind us that we're only human and that we need to be better. And it's going to continue to bombard us. It's going to continue to hit us very, very intense. Earthquakes. I do see more earthquakes in California, in the United States. I do see more earthquakes, and I do see earthquakes in Latin America. I definitely do see another strongish earthquake for California, for the United States, and Latin America as well. Definitely around the after or around the full moon that's on its way, because it's the way I see it is it's very, very soon. But definitely the weather's going to continue to bombard us. The hurricanes are going to be like we've never seen before. Multiple combining into one, or just one huge one, and in a category that we've never seen before. So definitely we need to be very prepared. And yes, there's going to be another hurricane. There's hurricanes there's a hurricane that looks like it's going to go all the way up to Texas, or all the way up around like the Gulf. And then there's another one that looks like it's going to go through Puerto Rico and all that, and then Miami, and then all the way up to through the West Coast again. So definitely we need to be prepared for whatever. It's not going to be the last one that we saw like that. Sinkholes. The sinkholes are going to continue to appear. It's not a coincidence that there's sinkholes that continue to appear in Mexico. And again, you guys, I have that vision, which I have a feeling it might be in Mexico. I'm not exactly sure where it's going to be just yet, but I see a sinkhole that's going to open either in the middle of a city, underneath a tower or a building. But what I see is just like the whole building just collapse and the whole building gets swallowed up, or a large amount of piece of land gets swallowed up. But there's definitely like a city or a tower or something, a house or something above it. So I definitely still see that, and that's something that they continue to show me. One more thing that I've seen that I have to tell you is I had a vision, and I've had it before. Not exactly sure when it's going to happen, but one thing that they continue to say is that 9/11 is going to repeat itself. I continue to see a building getting struck by something. I continue to see, and it's not just a collapse of a building. It's getting struck by something, whether it's the same as 9/11 or a building just gets struck by something and it falls. But I definitely see something along the side of that. Anyways, you guys, thank you guys so much for everything. Thank you so much for watching Raphael's Insights. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you guys. And as always, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up. If you didn't just yet, hit the thumbs up. I appreciate everybody who respects everything that I have to say and loves and believes in everything that I say. I really do appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys follow me on all my social media, which my Snapchat is Ralph, RAL3H. My Facebook is Raphael's Insights. My Facebook page is Raphael's Insights / Ask Raphael's Insights. My Instagram is Raphael's Insights. My TikTok is Raphael's Insights, and my backup TikTok is Raphael's Insights 111. So make sure you're following me on all my social media, because I do post updates and when I'm gonna open the store. When I open the store, I post links and I post little ads here and there, little videos on my Snapchat. I try to keep you guys entertained as much as I can. So thank you guys so much for everything. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.